Good evening, welcome to Beyond the News with Faye. I'm Faye. Trump supporters were holding a huge President's Day celebration in West Palm Beach in Florida for President Trump. A 9-month Associated Press investigation revealed the COVID information war on how the Chinese Communist Party spread and led to the conspiracy theory about virus coming from the United States. Stay with me if you want to know how the Chinese Communist Party weaponized the rumor and influenced the world. At local time February 15, basically it was a few hours ago, a large crowd of supporters of President Trump showed up at the West Palm Beach of Florida to celebrate President's Day. The President's Day gathering of supporters was reportedly organized to celebrate the holiday as well as Trump's acquittal on Saturday in his second Senate impeachment trial. And Trump surprised supporters by passing the crowd in his motorcade and waving to the crowd lining up at both sides of the road as onlookers cheered and snapped pictures. The drive-by invoked memories of January 20, when Trump's motorcade went past the supporters to his resort after flying to Florida from Washington. Since then, he has rarely appeared in public. Over 500,000 people viewed the pro-Trump celebration video so far. While Trump was out with the people, Biden was disconnected from the public. In fact, Joe Biden hid from the public for most of the entire 2020 election time and beyond. Biden spent most of the weekends playing video games at Camp David, likely in the basement as usual, and with the bad weather as an excuse to hide himself from the press until tomorrow. And there are no celebrations for Joe Biden, but the media wants the world to believe Biden's most popular president in US history, who got 81 million votes. As Biden was hiding in the basement, the AP with Atlantic Council's Digital Forensic Research Lab just exposed another virus that also caused a pandemic around the globe. That is the disinformation campaign from the CCP. Right now on the internet, the claims that foreign adversary, which means the US by the CCP, had unleashed a bioweapon emerged at the fringes of Chinese social media the same day China first reported the outbreak of a mysterious virus. Watch out for Americans. A Weibo user wrote on December 31, 2019, "Today, a year after the World Health Organization warned of an epidemic of COVID-19 misinformation, that conspiracy theory lives on, spread by the Chinese officials to cast doubts on the origins of the COVID-19 pandemic that has claimed more than 2 million lives globally so far." Through the 9-month investigation, AP showed how a rumor that the United States created the virus was weaponized by the Chinese government, spreading from the internet to millions across the globe. The analysis was based on the review of millions of social media postings and articles on Twitter, Facebook, WeChat, etc. Last year, on March 11, the WHO officially designated the COVID-19 outbreak a pandemic. Next day, Zhao Lijian, a spokesman for China's foreign ministry, sent out a series of tweets within 30 minutes that launched what may be China's first true global digital experiment with overt disinformation. He wrote, "When did patient zero begin in the United States? How many people were infected? What are the names of the hospitals? It might be the US Army who brought the epidemic to Wuhan. Be transparent. Make your data public. The US owns us. An explanation." He claimed that the US military created the virus at a lab at Fort Detrick in Maryland, and then released it in China during the Military World Games, which was held in Wuhan in October 2019. On Twitter alone, Zhao's 11 tweets on March 12 and 13 were cited over 99,000 times over the next 6 weeks in at least 54 languages. The accounts that referenced him had nearly 275 million followers on Twitter, a number that we can almost be certain that it includes duplicated followers and fake accounts. Popular hashtags about his tweet storm were viewed 340 million times on the Chinese social media platform Weibo. China's Global Times and at least 30 Chinese diplomatic accounts appear to be from France to Panama rushed in to support Zhao's tweets. 10 days after Zhao's first tweet, China's global state media apparatus kicked in to push this theory. China Radio International published an article asked, "Did the US government intentionally conceal the reality of COVID-19 with the flu? Why was the US Army Medical Research Institute of Infectious Diseases at Fort Detrick in Maryland, the largest biochemical testing base, shut down in July 2019? Within days, different versions of the same propaganda piece appeared more than 350 times in Chinese state outlets, mostly in Mandarin. It had also been spread around the world in English, French, Italian, Spanish, and Arabic. The story flew across China through social media accounts run by the Chinese police, prosecutors, propaganda departments, and communist youth leagues. China's embassy in France promoted the story on Twitter and Facebook. It appeared on YouTube, Weibo, WeChat, and a host of Chinese video platforms, including Bilibili, Kuaishou, and Youku. A 7-second version of it was edited with music and appeared in Douyin, the Chinese version of TikTok. Accounts promoting this fake content had a combined total of over 870 million followers. The story was viewed over 7 million times online, with more than 1.8 million comments, shares, and reactions. Mid last year, China's English version state mouthpiece, CGTN, jumped in, releasing a sleek and misleading documentary about Fort Detrick for this, and it has been viewed on its YouTube channel for more than 82,000 times. Strange enough, or maybe not, YouTube has not flagged this video as a state-sponsored content, despite a 2018 policy defining that government-funded videos needed to be labeled as such. A YouTube spokesperson said that because the video is about COVID-19, it was labeled with an information panel about the virus instead of the publisher. This video has been played on China's Bilibili platform 378,000 times and broadcasted in various languages such as English, French, Spanish, Arabic, Indonesian. Worthy to mention that the NTV, a Houston TV station which was broadcasting this fake news, had also failed to mention that the content was provided by the Chinese government department. Interestingly, this series of COVID-19 disinformation or fake news has been good for China's Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Within China, Zhao and his colleagues have a growing fan base and followers on Twitter. Questions have been raised about how much of those audiences are real. Interestingly, China's Ministry of Foreign Affairs said that spreading the disinformation about the epidemic is indeed spreading a political virus. False information is the common enemy of mankind, and China has always opposed the creation and spread of false information. I'm a bit confused now. Are they doing the self-criticizing or what? What do you have to say about this? Leave me a comment below. Alright, that's all for today. Thank you for watching Beyond the News with Faye. I'm Faye. I'll see you next time very soon.